Hello. I'll be back in 1 minute. Hello. I'll be back in 1 minute. Oh, don't need the audio on.
What is up, gangsters? My name is Beansy, and today we are trying chips. These are from China, these are from UK, and these are from India. Now, if you're seeing this, I should be live. So,
Hello. 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 Hello, Chris. Glad you could join us so early on. I am going to be trying some American chips from Is It Any Good? So we're going to start with some local stuff that I don't think I've tried the Circle K. These are brand new. I used to love these. I'm not sure I've ever tried these, but I did send these to Chris over at Is It Any Good? And I don't know if these are new, but I haven't seen them before, so I got them. Then we got some Mexican stuff, some British stuff, Indian stuff, Chinese. So I haven't had coffee yet, so I'm having a coffee stout instead. Chips for breakfast and beer, because I make smart life choices. I start with the cheesies for no good reason. Oh, they smell good. Cattle feed. So for those who don't know the story of cheesies or this style of extruded corn product, this was actually done as cattle feed. They would press cornmeal through a press, and the press would end up getting hot and start cooking the thing, and somebody decided to try it. And that's why we have these. They're okay, but what can you do? Not exactly my favorite snack. So what I'm gonna do is kind of a king of the hill. So that's the first one I tried. So that one is going to be the one that's the best, only because it's first. All right, honey barbecue. I have little to no faith in these. Chips and beer. Pretty sure those are the 2 of the 4 food groups. Yeah, sure. Breakfast of champions, right? They smell good. They have a really bright red coating to them. I don't like them. No. Bye. Those are terrible. They're sweet. There's not enough of like the barbecue flavor going on. They're sweet, and I just kind of don't like the flavor. Oh, right on. Yeah, those old Dutch chips are great. For those who haven't seen, I sent Chris at Is It Any Good a box of old Dutch ketchup chips because I think they hit different. I really enjoy them. I think they're tasty. And Dutch, right? Dutch Crunch. Oh, I didn't even notice they changed the name. Yeah, it's Old Dutch, but yeah, Dutch Crunch. These are the kettle version, and I'm pretty sure I really like these. Hello for anyone for toast. I believe you're from the UK, and we got some Space Raiders to try out. Oh yeah. Really good mesquite flavor. Tastes like smoky wood. Also, these are like kettle chips, are they? Yeah. And yeah, they got a great crunch to them. They're now the top flavor. So before we move on, there's 7 people in here. Give me a thumbs up. You can tap the screen twice to give a thumbs up. But you're gonna witness something exciting. Got a new car. I like the El Camino, but this little drift nugget kind of goes along better with the aesthetic. It's got side pipes next to the back wheels, fuel cell instead of a truck bed, no hood. Exciting stuff. Right on. It goes better with the aesthetic. I like my dinky cars, what can I say? So this is a new flavor. People are saying it tastes like jerk chicken. So I imagine it has a bunch of allspice, also known as pimento. I don't see any of that. It says red bell pepper powder. We'll see. It smells pretty fruity. Really fruity and pretty spicy. Yeah, that's got a powerful, powerful kick to it. So it doesn't really taste like jerk chicken to me. There's a lot of fruit elements, heavy heat, kind of peppery undertones. Really tasty. Not for the faint of heart. Like, this is some powerful, powerful heat. Like, my tongue is burning. I only had, what, like 4 or 5 chips? Whew. JP Tabernac, thank you for joining us. Do you want me to find some and send them to you? They're actually a little bit hard to get around here. They're not absolutely everywhere. I went to Walmart first. Walmart was a freaking zoo. I needed vitamins. So I was like, well, I'll just go to Walmart and get vitamins and grab a couple bags of chips and run out the door. Zoo. It was like an hour wait. And I'm like, well, I'll go see if the pharmacy will take me. And they're like, you can pay for the vitamins and that's it. So I paid for the vitamins and I left. So I wasn't able to, I was going to try the other Munchies flavor, the barbecue, but whatever. Baja Fiery Mango. Yeah, that does sound good. Yeah, this does not beat out the Mesquite barbecue. It just doesn't. It's tasty though. It's really good. If you have a chance to try it, by all means, go and try it. It's tasty. This is called Good Morning. It's Vietnamese coffee stout. Really interesting packaging. And it's by 88 Brewing Company, 6.5, and it's from Calgary, which makes sense because we have, like, outside of Vietnam, I think we have like one of the largest outside of Vietnam populations of Vietnamese people, which means yay for us because we have some of the best pho anywhere. Yeah, unfortunately, I went to Walmart 2 weeks before Christmas on a Saturday. I should have known better, but also I thought I was doing fast food today. I woke up to a massive lead in chips. Like, I was planning, so what I was going to do for the Christmas extravaganza was go around to all the other fast food places and try and make up like a fast food meal where you would have got to see live drive-through action, which, you know, it's sometimes funny and it's sometimes ridiculous and sometimes it's infuriating. But I would have hit 5 different drive-throughs, maybe 6. I was going to include a coffee run in there and either go to Starbucks or Tim Hortons to get a festive breakfast coffee thing. But yeah, just overnight Chips won for some reason. Yeah, coffee stout is good like all the time. I love, well, not if you have to sleep, but if you're gonna have a first thing in the morning beer, coffee stout is the way to go. I got two others here that are also Christmas themed. I got this out of what are those things called? An advent calendar a few years ago. There was a Parallel 49 advent calendar, and this was one of my favorites that came out of that. And it's called the Salty Scott. It's an amazing, amazing, amazing beer, and it reminds me of Christmas because it was in an advent calendar. But yeah, it's a salted caramel Scotch ale. So it has like that Scotch ale sort of notes to it, but like really thick caramel notes to it. So super tasty. Love this. Both of my recommendations, shout out to the brown dude over at the liquor store. He was wonderful. I forgot to get his name, but apparently this is tiny. I was actually looking for Belching Beaver peanut butter milk stout because I love it. Love the stuff. Peanut butter stout is fantabulous. So I got me one of these. This is from Rail Yard, which is, I believe, another Calgary beer. Product Canada, Calgary, Alberta. Yeah. And Parallel 49 is American? No, Vancouver. So yeah, a couple of Canadian beers here. Yeah, I think the drive-through stuff kind of sets me apart a little bit from everybody else because, I don't know, I enjoy it, and sometimes they just enjoy the cars, which also makes it interesting. But yeah, I love my cars. What can I say? You grow up with dinky cars. It's hard not to have just one. All right. Non-alcoholic Guinness. Let me know when you're doing that. I will try and release one at the same time. That way there's people watching them kind of at the same time. Because I did a Guinness. I went to the African store and I got 2 or 3 different kinds of non-alcoholic Guinness. And it wasn't bad. It really wasn't bad. You go to there's a lot of them around here. There is. There's a lot of them. Parallel 49, it doesn't seem like a micro brewery. Like this is a pretty heavy hitting company. Like these guys are everywhere. And Rail Yard, this is really big in Calgary. So they are smaller companies, but like this one is an up and comer. I don't like, you can even tell by the packaging. Like it's smooth aluminum, but it's like a stick-on versus a shrink wrap. Like these are shrink wrap. Oh no, these are printed. Anyways, microbrews. I like my beers. It's not too often I get like something like that where they're pricier beers, but I enjoy them. Dill pickle is my all-time favorite, and it's the only one of the 6 or so flavors that were there. I know at the other Circle K I found a few other flavors, and I tried them and I like them, but yeah, dill pickle can be really good, and dill pickle can be like just bland, like just not very good. Well, it smells pretty good. They are the ultra thin. I don't see any dill flecks on them. Yeah, they're super thin. It's tasty. I could probably destroy the whole bag. But it's too light. Ideally, I want to eat this whole bag and have my tongue bleed. Like it should be ripping my tongue apart. The Circle K is a weird place. I don't think you have them in the States, but Circle K / Winks. Winks is the other company. Like I'll keep going back to them. Not as good as the barbecue though. This is one of the few barbecue flavors that I really enjoy, and it's because it's really going towards the smoke flavor and not the barbecue sauce flavor. Even though it says, like, it shows barbecue sauce here, it has a very, very smoky flavor. All right, well, let's move on to the British variety we have here. Anyone for Toast, I believe, is from the UK. So, do you like Space Raiders? I know Is It Any Good had pickled onion, but I think it was only in Monster Munch. And I agree with them. Pickled onion is like one of the best UK flavors. Beef is often a really good one as well. Oh, the hot dog chips. I did not see hot dog chips. Where was I? Oh, it was 7-Eleven. I had taco chips from 7-Eleven. Oh man, those were good. So good. Pickled onion Monster Munch. So these come in your typical 6-pack. So you open it up and there's 6 little packets of crisps. Which I would love if they had these here, where like you just kind of want a little snack and you don't want to go overboard. Like, it's a good little option. So I believe I've had Space Raiders before and just haven't released a video. So they have like profiles on each of the flavors on like just ridiculous stuff. So this one is, he looks furry. He's 3.5 meters tall. Species called giant grubber. Home planet Zouch. Habitat forests and caves. Favorite snack, bovine beef Space Raiders. Yeah, so just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Yeah. Looks ramen. The aliens are hilarious. Yeah, they're yeah, that's the funniest thing that I found about them. Like the little bios on the back, they're hilarious. Doesn't really smell beefy. Oh, his jaw's all messed up. There are whole ones. That's what a whole one looks like. And it does kind of taste like a ramen beef flavoring. Not great. They're going back there. Yeah, they're kind of out of date by a couple months too, so the crunch factor is kind of gone, which is kind of why I put up my chips for a sacrifice, because I go overboard and buy too many things that I'm like, oh, that's a good idea, that's a good idea, that's a good idea, and then never get around to it, because when I have leftovers, I kind of want to go and bring them to my coworkers. Like, I don't want to waste stuff that I don't like. So these are great. And like, yeah, I just don't want to waste them, because sometimes I will just throw them away because I don't like them. And I'd rather share with people than throw food away. Yeah, so they're a lot like Monster Munch. They're a shaped sort of puffed corn snack with a decent amount of flavor on them. Pickled onion. Oh, you need one of the neural links for typing? Yeah, I get that. Yeah, dude, sometimes I bring them to work and people are like, yeah, love it. Right now I'm working in schools, so at least there's like teachers and they don't call them custodians anymore. They call them something else. Facility managers. Okay, so the green guys here, they're 1.5 meters tall. Species, sectoid. Home planet, Zeta Reticuli 9. Zeta Reticuli 9. Habitat, cyber cities. Favorite snack, Boggett globules and packets of Onion Crisps. Whatever, dude. Weird. Oh, it's got that smell. It's got that pickled onion smell. There's one of the green ones. Yeah. Easy win. So good. Yeah. Yeah, facility manager. They're still janitors if you want to be a dick about it. But, yeah, they're called facility managers now. But the janitor's closet is still called the janitor's closet. So, other than, these are really freaking good. Other than my Christmas videos that I'm coming out with, I have another one planned. I was going to do it today, but I decided to go and get beer, so I'm not going anywhere. But the KFC follow-up, we did. Oh shoot! Hey Drew, thanks for showing up and and being Drew. So what was I saying? Oh, so the KFC video has done better than expected. So I will be doing the follow-up on the KFC thing that I was going to do. So it's going to be pretty cool. I did the festive special at Swiss Chalet, which I just did that yesterday. Loved it. I did a Christmas Tim Hortons video. I think I'm going to push that off to next week because I'm going to have another Tim Hortons video to go along with it next week. And Monday is Mary Brown's, but it's a listicle. So I'm trying a bunch of stuff that I didn't try in other times, and I made a listicle. And I spent about 8 hours on it yesterday. I think I spent 3 hours building up this 30-second clip because it was some ridiculous edit that like popped into my head and I had to do it. And I did it. And I'm loving it. So if I probably don't have any links, but I have a second channel called RHDYYC, which is Right Hand Drive Calgary. And I put it up there. It's got like not a copyright strike, but a copyright claim on it because it's like I am stealing content, but I re-edited it to the point where it's like a completely different beast. But well, somebody else filmed it. Whatever. I don't know how those channels fucking get by. Sorry, I swore. From the Phony Mooners. What? I don't know what a Honey Mooners or a Phony Mooners. I don't know what that is, JP. Yeah, I got a store down the street. These were sold for $4, so like 75 cents a pack, which isn't bad for an import at all. But yeah, there's a place right down the street where I can go and buy these, or Monster Munch. Space Raiders aren't always available, but Lauren's Crunch Chips. I had those, and I haven't released a video on it yet. I've tried them, and weird, crazy flavors. Sometimes, why I kind of put up my chips as a sacrifice. The chip videos don't do that well. Occasionally, like I had a bag and I couldn't figure out where it was from, and that video did really, really well. It was weird. The Honeymooners. No. Okay. I don't think I've seen the Honeymooners. But these are great. Love them. All right. I'm going to have a quick rinse of my glass here, and I'm going to get into another beer. Vote. This is Scotch Ale, Peanut Butter Stout. Which one do you want me to try next? And I'll pour that out when I get back after rinsing this, and grab another bag of or another set of crisps. So we're going America, Mexico next. Pringles videos do well. I don't think I've done any Pringles videos. I've done the Chinese Lays, which come in these tennis ball containers, which is they're excellent. The Chinese Lays are generally excellent chips. But yeah, oh no, I did do one. It was the Pringles from Hot Ones, and it didn't do well at all. And I paid through the nose for those chips. So that was upsetting. They were really, really hot and pretty good as far as Pringles go, but they really didn't do good. Yes, these tubes look familiar. These came from Chris at Is It Any Good? He sent me these while I was at the corner store. I went to Walmart and then I went to the corner store. The corner store wasn't busy at all, and I was able to get the first run of the chip. And is my favorite. I don't think I have anybody in here from my area, but the in Latina Bakery, where I get Mexican chips. It's also where I get empanadas and other baked items from. It's a bakery. They make excellent, and well. Like the prices are pretty good. The chips are a little pricey. It's $7 for this bag, but this is my favorite so far. Favorite Mexican flavor of snack or chip. This is so good. And yeah, we'll see. So there's only one vote, and it's for peanut butter stout, and we'll go with that. Yeah, don't feel stupid for obscure references. Like that's pretty much all that I do for my is obscure, ridiculous. Yeah, I was surprised Chris got You Can't Do That on Television, because that's a Canadian children's show from like the 70s. And I grew up watching it because they gave us a video, an episode every single day at like lunchtime and after school. I don't know. I watched a ton of it, and there was it ran for I think 12 years, and it was like pretty much. I think when it started, it was every weekend, and then like it just, yeah, huge amount of buildup. Oh, was the video skipping or did it stop? I don't really have much control over that. It's like on my cell phone sort of thing. But yeah, as far as delays go, I think I'm on like a 20 or 30 second delay. So from what I can see here on my phone, which is supposed to be up to date, it's way behind. And what I can see on live on my TV, it's way behind. Smoked salmon pizza Lay's stacks. That sounds horrific. I don't like salmon though, but I would definitely give it a try, and then like spit them up. Oh yeah, I forgot Nickelodeon picked up You Can't Do That on Television. But fun fact about You Can't Do That on Television is the animator for one of my favorite comedy sketches. He also does, what the hell is it called? Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. It was Terry Gilliam. He was the animator that did that intro scene with the music. And Terry Gilliam was part of what are those guys called? Life of Brian and Band of brothers marching together, heads held high in all kinds of weather. Rocket Robin Hood. I definitely watched that. I think of it every now and again, and like you never see it coming back up. Monty Python. There we go. Thank you so much. I don't know why I could not come up with that. The style of comedy for Monty Python gets me. I totally get it. I love it. I understand it, and it's part of like the comedy shtick that I put in my videos. Is it's a style that I call like don't talk about it, don't address it. So you do something ridiculous and make no mention of it. I find that ridiculously funny. Not everybody gets it. It's a little light, unfortunately. Peanut butter stout should be thick like a stout, and this is it's lighter. It's pretty smooth. It's got a bit of a peanut butter flavor. I would have liked it to be heavier and very, very strong on the peanut butter, where it's like kind of a thick, creamy sort of feeling to it. This one is only 5%. So easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Sun chips from a can. Is Rocket Robin... What? What's East Coast Canadian comedy? Oh, you can't do that on television? Because, yeah, that was filmed in Ontario. A little bit on the East Coast. But definitely Ontario. Oh. Not what I was expecting at all. So I was kind of expecting some sort of like stacked like Pringles, but it's just little tiny Sun chips in a can. Yeah, it tastes like their garden salsa. It's tasty, I guess. First ingredients, whole corn. Funny thing about the American corn thing is sometimes they just roll out corn. Like, put it in steel rollers and there you go. Deal with that. Whereas a lot of times in Canada, we use corn flour to make something. They're tasty. They are really tasty. I don't know why they're tiny. Crushed up little bits of Sun chips. Also makes sense that it's Frito-Lay, because Frito-Lay is a corn company. Or a corn snack company. Good. Not that great. Possibly forgettable. I also hate that they kind of like push themselves as like a health snack. It's slightly better than other chips, but like it's not a health snack. I like the grittiness of them. It's understandable. They are a bit gritty. I get it. Little bits of corrugated shed roof. Pretty much. That. It probably tastes better than shed roof, but like, I get the reference. The can does say mini after all. Yeah, it does. I had no idea what to expect though. I thought it would be like Pringles or like all the other tennis ball cans. Full of tennis balls. Yeah. Yeah, the US loves their corn. It is a subsidized product though. So like they are paid to grow more corn. Yeah, this is kind of what I was expecting. Except these aren't Takis at all. Like that is not Takis. But it's kind of what I expected to be like a stacked product. Yeah, nothing on the one side and fully dusted on the other because conveyor belt. Oh, and it's a potato product. It is tangy. Wow. Wow. The Takis flavor changes quite a bit. The saturated oil product of Takis does not change. It tastes oily. Lots of tangy lime. It is tart. And a little bit spicy. Probably way too spicy for most people. But wow. Takis are a product of Bimbo, which, if you don't know, Bimbo is the world's largest, not bakery, but like purveyor of bread. Like it's the largest bread manufacturer in the world. And it's a Mexican company called Bimbo. A lot of people would have guessed Wonder Bread. And in fact, when I bring that trivia up, a lot of people do expect that it's going to be Wonder Bread. But it's actually Bimbo. No, they are very soft in the mouth. Extremely soft. They have a bit of crunch, but like you can mash them with your tongue. Tasty. They are really nice and tangy. Possibly the second best one I've tried today. It doesn't beat the Space Raiders pickled onion because those are really, really good. And yeah, no. If I would have had these earlier, these would have been sticking around pretty high on my list. I enjoy those a lot. Thank you so much, Chris. A common comedy trope in the 70s. They are spicy though. Holy cow. It's still coming around. A common comedy trope in the 70s sitcoms was the bimbo character. What, the bear? The bimbo bear? Because that's their mascot. Or do you mean like Bimbo the Clown or just Bimbo the name? You need to try Wonder Bread experiment. I did an entire series of like toasty sandwiches. I think I got like 11 or 14 videos in, and it cost me a lot of money to do. I think it was called Toasted Sandwiches for the Toasted Mind. And I just stepped away from it. It was kind of a... It was a really good concept, but I don't think I have the right sort of audience for it. It didn't do all that well, and I just kind of scrapped the idea after filming about 10 of them. 10 to 14. It was quite a few. I still have them available. So if I become completely corrupt, I could just turn around and edit some of those. Anyone for toast? We used to have a jar of Animoto MSG in our pantry when I was a kid in the 70s, but never saw anybody cook with it. I don't know what that is. I cook with MSG. I bought some MSG for the first time recently to experiment with my cooking. It was interesting. Have I tried it? Yes. I have a little jar of MSG, and I do cook with it. MSG intolerance isn't a real thing. So MSG is found in a lot of vegetables, mushrooms, tomatoes. They're really high in those, as well as I believe bell peppers have a decent amount, but I think the highest is actually in tomatoes. So it's usually a vegetable derivative, and if you can eat tomatoes and mushrooms, MSG is not an issue. But from what I've heard, the MSG argument, it has a lot more to do with like social economic racism. Oh, I haven't done exactly that experiment. Next time you're out by the freshest loaf of Wonder Bread and see how long it lasts on top of the fridge. So sandwich bread, which is what Wonder Bread is, and other breads like that, pre-sliced bread, it's called conditioned bread. So it's conditioned to last an exceptionally long time. Because if you buy if you buy sandwich bread from the supermarket that's made in the supermarket, it's conditioned, but it's not conditioned to the extent that Wonder Bread is. Wonder Bread is conditioned to like a degree that is excessive, like where it's more preservative than it is bread. Yep, bimbos are the ditzy blondes. Maybe if I smash this. Yeah, we were just talking about Jesse. Anytime somebody insults my beard, I'm like, yeah, just go watch Jesse, because I Thursday night, which was my Friday, I'm getting off work, and the only message I have is, your beard is disgusting and I hate you, or something to that effect. And I'm like, okay, well, go watch Jesse. Because yeah, he's shaved like he's about to do laps in the Olympics in the pool. Gallagher is dead. Is Gallagher actually dead? I bought a loaf of Baker Street bread, and it lasted a month in the cupboard. Really? Like from like the baking district in London? MSG and kelp. Yep, 100% it is in kelp. And yeah, I do enjoy seaweed myself. It's tasty. Like I get like the little seaweed snacks and with sesame, and I enjoy it. It's tasty. Yeah, I'm actually going for Asian buffet tomorrow. I was actually thinking about doing a live stream, but I thought against it, mostly just because I don't know. I haven't figured out whether or not I want to do live streams in public yet. The Chorleywood bread process, yeah. 8 weeks with Wonder Bread. That's insane. All right, I'm gonna open these. I'd rather enjoy. So Sabritas is, I believe, the Lay's of Mexico. Oh, they smell so green. So I don't think these. No, they don't have the cut line, but there's sometimes a cut line on these where you can cut the side of them off, and essentially you can make like a walking taco out of these, and they do in Mexico. They make a walking taco out of these, and I can only imagine these are fantastic. Oh, these ones are a little weak. They're really tasty though. Still my favorite out of Mexico, but usually there's a lot more lime flavor. I'm looking for the expiry date. I just picked them up, and it could have very well have been out of date, even though I just picked them up at the store. Why do I have colored nails? So I like to be an individual. These are green and red for Christmas. That's, I don't know what else you want. Yeah, these aren't as good as they usually are. They're usually a lot more heavy in lime. Yeah, $7. He gave me $1 off. I asked him if there was a smaller bag, so he gave it to me for $6. But yeah, you got to account for a fair amount of loss, because even if you bring in a case, you're probably only selling 60 to 80% of that case. So you have to make your profit on top of your case, as well as the actual loss of the product. All right. So China or India next? What are you feeling? India. I still haven't finished my pickled onion. All right. India it is then. India's just out of reach, so I'm gonna stand up for a second here. You got zombie Takis. I had them last year. They weren't too bad. Not my favorite Takis, but it was fun. I like that they were green. So I have had the North American version of Magic Masala. And it was really good. But we have a brand new Indian store down the street from me. And these were cheap. I think they were $1 each. They were, yeah, not expensive at all. Oh, you did a video on them and like you have some left?